And then close your eyes. Just take a few breaths to land, to arrive. And there's a sense of softness through the eyes. And if it's hard for you to keep the skin around the eyes relaxed, you can have a little opening so the light comes in. And we'll take 3 deep breaths to arrive. Big inhale. And let it go. Again, breathe in. And empty. Now this time bring the shoulders up. And draw them back. You can keep your eyes closed for the next couple of poses. Take the right hand out to the side, reach your left arm up and over. And we're just gonna move with a little flow here. So as you exhale, come back up to center, left hand down, inhale, right arm up. See if you can engage the sides of your abdominals as you bring yourself back up to neutral. And we're just creating some space in the body. Notice where your spine is at in motion. Now our practice, yin yin, will have an emphasis on coming into some nice deep back bends and also some releases towards the end. All right, so shoulder roll, downward dog. Just take your time to transition over. So starting in tabletop and then lift the hips up. Pedal out your feet. Take some movement into the legs. Now I like to bend the knees, hover them, and then lift up. That's also a way to assess how you're feeling in the joints, the wrists, the shoulders, the core of your body. So just take some movement. All right, inhale, let's come forward into a high plank. Option is to set your knees on the mat. Gaze is slightly forward. Now, if you can, bring the heels high over the balls of your feet. Notice what's happening with your breath. If the breath is short, keep lifting navel to spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward. Let's do that again. Keep lifting your chest, pull in through the belly. Harness the energy through the core of your body. So imagine that you're wearing a corset. It's pulling up and in. Now lift your hips, downward dog. Look to your hands. Step forward into ragdoll. Interlock your hands behind you just to release the chest from those planks. Take a breath in. Fold, let it go. Now you can bend the elbows a lot or a little. Just getting into the shoulders. The torso is resting on your legs. Take a breath in. Let the hands relax to the low back. And then exhale, lift up again. Feel the shoulder blades wrap around the spine. All right, release your fingertips to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Bow in, exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up, nice and slow, move slowly. And hands at heart center. Notice your breathing. Has the breath changed? Ground down through the soles of your feet. Rise up tall through the crown of your head. And we'll move into a few flows to get the body really limber, relax. So big inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to stretch your chest, lengthen. Bow, exhale. Soften the knees, inhale, rise, come all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands in front of your chest. Good, a full breath in, rise. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, stretch your chest. Now bend the knees, step up with your right foot, drop your knee, and come up onto your front thigh. Hips will sink down. Good. Feel your breathing. So we're relaxing into the front of the right hip. Good. Hands come down to the earth. Take a step back into high plank. Set your knees on the mat. Come all the way down, nice and slow. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your chest. Exhale to lower your chest down. 2 more. Big breath in, lengthen, lift. Exhale, back down. Good. Stretch forward, lift. Hook your pubic bone into the mat. Exhale, back down. Push back. Tabletop to downward dog. Step your right foot beside your right thumb. Drop your back knee. Come up onto your thigh. Hips are easing into this. As much as you are flexible, find that balance between flexibility and strength. So we still have to support our joints, even though you're flexible. That's not the key. That's not the only thing to come into practice. We need to find support and strength. Hands come down. Step forward to fold. Halfway lift to stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to the top. Now your hands will come onto your low back, fingertips pointing down. Firm up through your thighs, lift your chest up and back. Standing back bend. Now you could do this with the block between your legs too if you want to try activating the thighs. Lengthen your tailbone towards the block, lift the chest up high. Breathe into the legs. And as you hug the block with the legs, you might even notice that you can't bend back as far, which is a subtle reminder of how we collapse in our body in back bends. Okay, come back up. Set the block off to the side and fold forward. Inhale to stretch your chest. And hands to the mat. Left foot steps back. Keep the back knee lifted. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe deep. Take a steady breath in. Now exhale, the hand will come down. Step back into high plank. Knees to the earth. Lower all the way down to your tummy. Okay. Full cobra. Bring the hands forward a full foot or so. Lift your chest all the way up. So the difference between full cobra and baby cobra is one is quite low, the other one's very high. And then also the difference between cobra and up dog is that my thighs and pubic bone are on the mat. Upward dog, thighs and legs are active. Take a breath in. Exhale to lower your heart down. Push back into downward dog, however you want to get there. Come up high onto your toes. Step your left foot beside your left thumb. Keep the back knee lifted. Breathe in. Exhale, reach up into your twist. A nice long reach. Try coming onto your fingertips. See how that feels? Pull your left hip back. So this one, the left foot is flat on the mat. We're high on the ball of the back foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step forward to fold. Inhale, stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands at heart center. All right, so this next movement is going to require some balance, shifting from side to side. So we'll come into Utkatasana, powerful pose. The feet are hip-width distance apart. Bend your knees, get low into your chair. Now the trick to balancing like this is to make sure that your eyes are locked on one spot that isn't moving. So it wouldn't be like a leaf on this plant that's fluttering back and forth. So find the stability in your legs, get nice and low, lean forward slightly, take a breath in. Now shift the weight into your left foot, tap back with your right foot, crescent lunge. We're still in that nice deep squat position in the left leg. Inhale to reach your arms up. Get a little deeper into the legs. Now interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind the head, cradle your head, and lift the elbows up and back. Lengthen through the sides of your body. Now come back up to neutral, big breath in. Exhale, lean forward, hands in front of the chest. Lean into the left foot, come back into your squat. You'll take a big breath in. Exhale, sit a little lower. Transition the weight into your right foot, take an inhale. Exhale, step back, left foot this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to interlace the hands, cradle your head, lift the head up and back. Press the back thigh high, contain the belly from fanning open. That will also support your low back. Lift the chest up and back, keep breathing. Now inhale, reach your arms back up, spine to neutral. Exhale to lean forward. Step forward, powerful pose. Get down nice and low. Inhale, let's stretch it up, gentle back bend. Exhale, come back into that squat. Nice and deep. Maybe you could take the legs a little bit lower. Breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean forward, right foot steps back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to sink. Now this time we're going to take the right hand between the shoulder blade, the left hand to the elbow, and move into a bit of a side stretch. So I'm going to just turn so you can see what I'm doing here. Just like that. So we're coming up and over. Good. Inhale back up to center. Lean forward, hands in front of your chest. Exhale, step forward. Last time. Take a breath in. Exhale to lean forward, get low, step back, left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to sink down. Bend the left elbow, hand between the shoulder blades. Take a big breath in. Exhale to tip up and over. Feel that movement all the way into your sides. Good. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward dog. Nod your head, yes and no. All right, take your left leg up high. Bend your knee, open the hip, rotate through the hips. Take a full breath in, lengthen out your leg. Now exhale to bring your knee to your left tricep. Hold, keep pressing the floor away. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to your right tricep. Let's come right into fallen triangle here. Kick your leg out to the left. Come to the inner edge of your back foot and reach all the way up, fallen triangle. And nice deep breaths. So you can support yourself by bringing the knee down and doing a supported side plank instead, if that feels better. Otherwise, the left leg is out. Top hand to the mat. Take three-legged down dog. Left leg comes up and back. Now come right into wild thing. Flip all the way through. Left foot lands. Reach up and out of the left shoulder. Press heavy into the right foot. Lift your hips higher. Come back over. Three-legged down dog. Take a big breath in. And exhale to release. Option is to flow, or you can stay here longer. I'm going to change sides so I could do that on this side too. Okay, take your right leg up high. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to your right tricep. Hold. Stay strong through the chest. Feel the right obliques engage. Inhale, reach back. Now exhale, knee to your left tricep. Hold. Let the inside of the foot come down and shoot the right leg out to the side. Keep lifting your hips. Nice deep breaths. See if that left hip is tilting back. Bring it forward, come up high. Again, the option is to set your right knee down for a supported side plank as a variation. Good, top hand to the mat. Right leg shoots straight up. Take a big inhale. Now exhale, flip all the way over, wild thing. Lift your hips. Reach the right hand away from the shoulder. Pop up onto the right toes. Now lengthen your tailbone. Good, come back over. Three-legged down dog. Lengthen. Exhale, the toes come down. Roll forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Come up high onto your toes. Hop or step through your arms to seated. Legs come out in front of you. Whew, that was I don't know if that was the coffee or the heat from that flow. All right, so let's make our way into Navasana, boat pose. Come onto your tippy toes, lean back. So the spine is straight, feet will come up. Now you could stay right here, you could even stay here if that feels better for you. It's most important to keep the spine long and support it with the midsection. So we're lifting, lengthening through. The hands could even come beside the shins, as long as we're still maintaining the strength in the core of our body. Lift up through your chest. Now the option, you could lower like this. I like to have more support so that I always am strong in the midsection, so the hands will come behind. Inhale to reach. Exhale, come back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Set the feet down. Let yourself round over the legs. Okay. Come onto your back. Grab your block. Make sure it's accessible. Now walk your shoulder blades underneath you, and we're going to take our block, put it between your thighs for bridge. Hug the block with the inside of your legs. Take a full breath in. Exhale to lift all the way up. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Press the feet evenly into the mat. Lengthen your tailbone towards the block. Now lift up higher. Nice deep breaths. Engage the entire backside of the body. Now just lower the hips down to hover. Take a breath in. Exhale back up. Good. Stay connected to the inseam, the inner legs. They're nice and strong. Press down through the toe mounds. Now lower back down. All right, so keep the block where it is. I'll give you the option of staying here for a third set, or you could come into wheel. So I'm going to instruct wheel. The hands will come beside your head, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders. Elbows are pointing straight up. Keep the block between your legs. So as we come into this shape, we're going to, first modification, take a breath in, lift up onto the crown of your head. So the shoulder blades are lifted, elbows are still like chaturanga arms. Hug the block between your legs. Take a breath in, exhale, float up. Oftentimes people miss that transition and just go straight to high, but this is where we can really focus on building strength in the upper body, in the back. Lengthen your tailbone to the block. Keep hugging the block between your legs. Chin to chest. Lower down onto your shoulder blades. Bridge pose first. And then unravel your spine. Whew. Set the block off to the side. And stretch your legs all the way out. Just take a moment here in Shavasana. Just oscillate the head from side to side. Let the palms rest beside you. All right. Roll onto, let's come into a chest opening pose here. So we're gonna come right onto the tummy. We've done this pose a couple times before, but it feels really nice to open up the chest. So slide yourself all the way over to the right side of your mat. So I'm all the way over to the right side. My left arm is going to come straight out from my shoulder. Right hand comes under the shoulder with the elbow pointing straight up. This way it's kind of like chaturanga when we land in that baby cobra shape. Take a breath in. Now exhale, roll onto your left side. Bring the right knee up. You can also bring the foot in front of you or behind you, whatever works to stabilize your balance. Now play with the position of your left arm. So we want to get a really good stretch into the chest, into the front of the shoulders. And we're counting the breaths inside, so, anywhere between 8 to 12 breaths. And can you feel your body responding to this? Okay, 5 more breaths. Okay, roll back onto the tummy. And let's take Shavasana on the belly first, just to neutralize before taking on the other side. Right ear down. Okay. Now let's make our way onto the other side. So this time we slide all the way over to the left. Bring your left hand under your shoulder. Right hand will come straight out, or to a T, whatever works for you. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, roll. Come onto your right side. You can bring the left arm out in front of you or behind you, whatever works. Just getting into the chest. Land in your shape. Give yourself a few more breaths to reposition. I might actually return so that I can get a better stretch there. Okay, there we go. And then slow your breathing down in a way that you can really hear every little thing that's moving in and out. So one by one. Texture, noticing how the breath feels. And feel how the breath, when you inhale, there's a lighting up of the chest area. And as you exhale, you can calmly relax into it. Do more breaths. To your tummy, Shavasana on the belly. Just relax here. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Okay? All right. So come on to your right side next. Grab your block, and we're going to put the block right between your thighs. So just like this is fine that way. And stack your legs. So we want the left hip directly on top of the right. And as we rise up, notice if we kind of drop the hips back. Try to keep the hips stacked. I'm going to go onto my right elbow. Left hand is in front of me for balance. So take a big breath in. This might be plenty already right here, feeling this huge stretch in the side of your body. Otherwise, come all the way up. Keep rolling the left hip forward. Just close your eyes. Notice how this feels into the sides of the body. It's a nice release through the obliques, and all the muscles, the organs on the right side, but at the same time compressing your left side, massaging on the left side. Lengthen out your exhales. Last 5 breaths. Keep squeezing the block between the legs. All right, come down onto the elbows, nice and slow. And you could just roll all the way over onto the left side to do the other side. I'm going to swing around just so that you can see the leg positioning again. Okay. So come onto your left hip. First, just start there. Okay, keep reaching through the right heel, flexing all 10 toes. Breathe into your side. And when you're ready, go ahead, lift up. Can you send the left heel, that's your bottom heel, can you send it further away from the hip? Nice full breaths. All right, 5 to 10 more breaths. Let the breath be expansive as you melt into this shape. Okay, come on to your elbows, nice and slow. Move the block away from the legs. Lay on your back and just feel your spine, feel the sides of the body, how that is responding. You can come to Shavasana or resting. Just give yourself a few breaths in and out through the nose. And bring the knees up. Come into your favorite twist. You can slide the hips to your left. Bring your knees to your chest and let the knees fall to the right. So hips to the left, knees to the right. Left arm can come all the way out. And then you bring the right hand onto the thigh bone. Just a little push away. Nothing too crazy, just enough so that you could feel that stretch in the lower back. All right. Center the shoulder blades, and then you can slide the hips all the way over in the other direction, just changing your twist. Arms land. Left hand comes to the thigh and move the hip away from the ribs. All right, come back to center, stretch all the way out for Shavasana. Any last movements you'd like to take? Now's the time. If you want to block the light out, just cover your eyes with maybe whatever you have handy. Feel the imprint of your body resting of your mat. And the weight just collapsing. With no effort to hold yourself up in place, you're just here feeling the drop of your body. Now, take as much time as you need today. Welcoming stillness and some silence before continuing on with your practice off the mat. These poses, they're just kind of like the tip of the iceberg. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy. Have a wonderful day, everyone. From my heart to yours, namaste.